Tucker always has his eye to Hollywood news. Thank you, Tucker. A controversial Rolling Stone article says millennials need to start fighting for anti-capitalism principles. The author says to fight for guaranteed work, Social Security for all, taking back the land, making everything owned by everybody, and having a public bank in every state. Socialism.
So, exactly. So is this author speaking for the other millennials out there? Katherine Timpf from campusreform.org is here to weigh in. Good morning to you, Katherine. What are your initial thoughts once reading this article?
Good morning. Well, at Campus Reform, one of the main things we deal with is liberal bias on college campuses. This young man went to Bard, which is continually listed as one of the most liberal colleges in the country. And what happens when you're surrounded by all these liberal beliefs is you don't ever have to defend your own. So you come up with horrible arguments such as, oh, people need jobs, so it's the government's job to provide them with jobs. That doesn't even make any sense. Just because there's a necessity doesn't mean it's the government's job or even possible for the government to take care of it.
So you disagree then, Katherine, with the idea that we should just take away all of the land, private land, if you worked hard for your land, give it away to anybody else, Social Security for all, entitlements for everyone. We're just going to pull all of our wealth in this country and hand it out. You're saying you disagree with that.
Definitely. These things aren't even possible. He's saying we need to guarantee high wages and guarantee zero unemployment. Well, guess what? If you force businesses to pay their workers more, they're not going to be able to hire as many of them. That's math. This looks like more of a pie-in-the-sky wish list than an actual list of reforms. It's like saying, you know what? Nobody likes holiday weight gain, so let's have the government make all cookies fat-free.
Fat-free, calorie-free, exactly. It does sound like pie in the sky. If our viewers, their kids are in a college where the professors are very liberal or may even be teaching this, what should they be doing? Or what about our young viewers?
Well, definitely go to campusreform.org. You might be surprised to see some of the things that are going on in college campuses, maybe at even the schools that your kids are attending. Very liberal professors ranting about these beliefs that might not seem so radical to your kids if they hear them in the classroom constantly.
We keep hearing reports, though, Katherine, that young people, millennials, agree with the ideology that's being put forth in this Rolling Stone article, that a large portion of them, I agree with socialism, identify themselves that way. Does that scare you?
Definitely. I'd like to ask this young man who believes everything should be owned by everybody what he did with his laptop after he was done writing this article. Did he leave it out on the street for everyone to use, or did he take it back to his room, or does he even call it his room, or is it everybody's room? I think once you start actually going out into the real world and putting these beliefs to the test, you will understand that they don't make sense.
Yeah, there's never been an example of a pure socialist society actually working in the history of the world. It's never worked.
Yeah.
Nope.
And health care for all as well. What are your thoughts on Obamacare, the rollout, and the millennials that are not signing up, even though Obamacare isn't going to work unless they do?
Well, Obamacare rollout has obviously been a disaster, and if anything, more millennials have turned away from Obama because of it. They found out, I thought Obama was supposed to be my friend. I thought he was going to help me with my student loans. I thought he was best friends with Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z is cool. And now they're realizing, wait a minute, he's counting on me to pay for Obamacare? They're realizing maybe he's not as cool as they thought he was, and maybe they feel a little bit taken advantage of.
Katherine Timpf from campusreform.org. Go there and check out all of the different things they are working on. Thank you, Katherine. We appreciate you joining us.
Thanks for having me.
There we go. And speaking of Obamacare, the law so bad, one man says he'd rather go without insurance. He joins us live next.
And these guys are definitely keeping in the family. Father and son competing on the same college basketball team. We're going to share their story next.
Don't blame it on the moonlight.